Are you working on a project that you just despise? Maybe it did something personal to you. Maybe it called you names, or maybe it's just something that has little to no value, but you're working on it anyways and you want to tank this thing. Here are three surefire ways to destroy a project. Look, obviously, I'm kidding. I'm joking. You wouldn't be working on a project that has no value, right? Right? But in all seriousness, these are three things that you're going to want to avoid, okay? If you're working on a project, three things you want to avoid because they're going to destroy or have the chance to destroy your project. Number one, over planning, okay? I see this all the time in my professional career. You're working on some big initiative. Let's say it's an ERP conversion, or it's maybe you're completely rewriting your storefront, something massive, right, for your business. And you have the desire and urge to try to plan the hell out of this thing. Sometimes you could even take a whole year planning the project before any actual work is done. And the reason why this can destroy your project is we all know, if you've worked on projects before, you can plan until the sun goes down, but the second you try to get boots on the ground, something is going to go wrong that you did not anticipate as part of your plan. Spend a whole year planning, something goes wrong that you didn't anticipate in your plan, and that year's worth of planning can be thrown out the window. The idea is you want to get to work as soon as possible because you're going to discover those things you didn't anticipate in the work and plan as you go. Be adaptable, be agile, because that is how you are successful. If you overplan, you're just wasting time and money. 6 months, 6 days, 6 hours, or 6 years, you are going to run into things you cannot plan for and you did not anticipate. So don't overplan a project. Number two, dates. Making up dates. This is something that it's a challenge as a project manager, okay? Because you are in a position where ownership, management, they want dates. They want to know when to expect something to be done. And we do have the tendency to sort of make up dates. Now, they might not be completely made up. You might have had some information and you use that information. You think that your made up date has some good information behind it and is backing it up. But I'm telling you right now, when you make up commitment dates, you are setting yourselves on fire, because there's going to either be a lot of pressure to hit that date if you were way off, or you are honestly like, even if you get lucky and you hit the date, like if you continue this practice, you're going to miss. It's just, why put something up to chance? That it's unnecessary to put up to chance. So instead of giving a date, I like to give a range. This is sort of the middle ground where you can meet management and leadership who is going to want dates. You can meet them sort of in the middle. And instead of saying, look, we're going to be done December 21st, give them a range of dates. Give them a best case scenario. Give them a worst case scenario. Use information that you have to come up with the range, because you're going to be more accurate in a range than you are on a specific date. But I promise you, if you give a specific date, you are going to come up on that date. You are more than likely going to be wrong. And number three, and this one is probably the most important, completely ignore the advice of the people on the ground doing the work. This happens almost in every project I've ever been a part of. You think you know better than the people doing the work, the people who do the planning and who are in leadership and management, thinking that they know better than the people doing the work, thinking that the people doing the work are just complainers and they're just anticipating the worst case scenario, or they just want every tool set in the world to get their job done. So they're going to complain and complain and complain until they get it. No, you should listen to your people. Always listen to your people. Listen to the people doing the work. They're the closest to the ground. They know what is going on. They know more about what's going on than any layer above them. So even when you get into the management level that's like closest to the people on the ground, they still don't know as much as the people on the ground. So constantly be in as much contact as possible with the people who are doing the work. They are going to give you the best information. You want to know what's going on with the project, talk to the people doing it, okay? And by the way, I would encourage that anyways, because their morale is probably going to be better. If you build relationships with these people, you're going to like, they're going to want to work harder for you. It's just that simple. If you have a goal and you're working with people that you like, meeting that goal becomes more of a fun challenge than it does like an this is terrible challenge, because you're in the trenches fighting together. It's like playing a video game, right? Like you're with your boys hanging out and you're having a good time. So definitely, if you want a project to fail, over plan, set bad dates, ignore the people on the ground. Simple. Thanks for watching.